Hi foodies! Welcome to A Culinary Reaction. My name is Jessica. In this video, you're going to learn all about proper knife cutting skills, from chopping, dicing, mincing, and a couple special ones too. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on all our social media so you won't miss any new content. Now, let's get into the video. Okay, first things first, you want to sharpen your knife. A sharp knife leads to more exact, precise cuts. So I like to do this every time that I'm either going to cut some vegetables or meat. Now you want to make sure that your cutting board is sturdy and in place. By doing that, you can put 2 wet paper towels down to keep it from moving. Now that you've got both of those, let's begin to cut. Okay, when cutting, you do not want to lay your hands flat. You'll cut your fingers. You want to put your hands in a claw-like form and use your knuckles as a guide when cutting. Okay, so let's start with the onion. I have a huge onion here. So first thing we're gonna do is cut it in half. Make sure you hold it down firmly. Cut your onion in half. And there you go. After removing the skin, we're gonna start chopping. Remember to leave the roots on the onion. You can cut off the top, but leave the roots on. That will keep the onion in place. So first thing first, we're going to cut horizontally. Next, we're going to turn the onion and we're going to cut it vertically. Turn it again and cut it vertically. And now you'll start to see the pieces, the diced pieces of your onion. It's that simple. Now we're going to move on to mincing. Now that you have your diced onion, all you're going to do is lay your hand on the front of your knife and move it back and forth in a rocking motion. Okay, next, let's move on to a pepper. If your pepper has a stem, mine doesn't in this case, but if your pepper does have a stem, make sure to cut that off. By cutting off the stem of your pepper, you'll leave a flat surface and you can turn your pepper upright for easier cutting. Once you've done that, you're going to cut downwards in a curved motion. Do that on all sides. By doing so, you'll keep all the seeds and core in place and easy to throw away. Okay, let's take one side of the pepper and place it on its back. Now put your hand in a claw formation and slice. Now you have matchsticks. So let's pivot our matchsticks, line them up, and begin to chop. Okay, let's move on to my favorite herb, garlic. So you're going to cut off the bottom or the root. Use the flat side of your knife and press down. This makes it much easier to peel off the skin of the garlic. Start to slice. Watch your fingers. And then to mince, remember to place your hand on the top edge of the knife and move a rocky motion back and forth. Continue to do that until you get the size you want. Carrots can be the trickiest to cut. So we're going to cut off all the sides, cut your carrot in half, and the best thing to do with a carrot is square it off. It makes it much more stable when slicing it. So I'm just cutting off all sides. And now it's much more stable. Now we're going to slice down. And you have a stack. Now we're going to move off to julienne. So I'll take half of that stack and I will cut it vertically again. This is julienne, or called matchsticks. Let's try an oblique cut, also known as a roll cut. Cut off the bottom end of your carrot at a diagonal, and then cut at the opposite diagonal. That's to perform the roll cut. So by rolling your carrot, you're creating another opposite diagonal, and you're cutting another opposite diagonal again. Continue to do this down the carrot. Remember to turn with each passing cut. And you get these really nice triangle shapes. Now let's cut our basil leaves. Place your basil leaves on top of each other and roll them together into a tight wad. Keeping them rolled, take your knife and cut your leaves. This is called a chiffonade, also known as shredding.